How exactly did they get up on top of that tree? Cars don't climb trees. And how are they going to get themselves down? I bet their encounter with the Mad Max Road Rumblers is twice as bad as McQueen and Cruz's encounter with Miss Fritter and all the Crazy 8 Thunder Hollow competitors. And speaking of which, I bet Miss Fritter would definitely love this. Also, imagine Jackson Storm encountering these guys. Oh, and Mater's fear of dinosaurs, especially the Tyrannosaurus Rex. I picture Jackson Storm fearing dinosaurs as well. Imagine that was Jackson Storm right in front of this T-Rex's mouth. What if McQueen and Mater actually did take Mac on their road trip instead of driving themselves? I bet Mac would probably make good friends with these truckers right here at that truck stop, where they sang the truck song. That would make Mac be more proud of who he is. Imagine Sheriff seeing Lightning McQueen as Deputy Hazard. I bet Sally would be impressed. I bet McQueen as a police car would certainly scare off Jackson Storm. Now back to Mater and his sister Mato. He never told Mato that he once accidentally became a secret agent, and he saved the world from evil Miles Axelrod and his evil gang of lemons. She should have been proud of her little brother. Not only he saved the world, but he once received an honorary knighthood because of it. Also, her little brother Mater got a girlfriend named Holly Shiftwell. That's right. Mater's sister Mato never met Finn and Holly yet. Mater should introduce them to her soon. At some point, Mater should introduce his sister Mato to his overseas friends from British intelligence. Cruz never met the World Grand Prix racers, especially Francesco Bernoulli, because Francesco was once McQueen's biggest rival in the now former World Grand Prix. Oh, I bet Cruz would be shocked to hear about what Miles Axelrod did, and that Mater thwarted him. Mater risked his life to thwart an evil mastermind behind a conspiracy theory, turned out to be true, and Mater was the hero. I bet Cruz probably wished she was not there to see that. Hopefully they'll make a second season of Cars on the Road, because Cruz never met Ivy yet. I bet they would be besties, just like McQueen and Mater. I can actually picture Cruz and Ivy being best friends. Not too long ago, that Lightning McQueen mistaken Ivy for Bigfoot, and that Ivy chased him through the woods. Imagine if Jackson Storm was there and he was chased by a monster truck. I bet he'd freak out. Red the fire truck is not alone, 'cause if he were to meet a group of these fire engines, he would easily make friends with them. For as much as this guy is terribly annoyed with Lightning McQueen's terrible acting in the B-movie episode, I bet Jackson Storm would probably be the worst actor. If those Wayne County cryptid hunters Margaret, Clutch, and Griswold were to ever speed through Radiator Springs, Sheriff would chase them down and write them speeding tickets, or lock them in the impound. At Carhenge, the sign there says, "Don't touch," and the incident with McQueen and Mater, that was just an accident. But if the delinquent road hazards were there, likely they'd topple that down on purpose, 'cause they have no respect for boundaries. I bet Sarge would call out his entire army to charge on these Mad Max road warriors should they invade Radiator Springs. Regardless of all the tasers, the spikes, and the flamethrowers, they have no match for the military. If the townies need to defend themselves, then they should stop by Sarge's surplus hut. Even after combat, They are so lucky they end up without any scratches, scrapes, or dents. Lightning McQueen disguised as an alien. He looks like the mother UFO from Unidentified Flying Mater. Ivy with tentacles. This looks like Rostakarian from the Monster Truck Mater episode. I wonder if Noriyuki and Sarah Cogs are Shu Todoroki fans, because they're from Japan. I bet they love to have him as a land speed racer in their team. Who would put a circus in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of flat cornfields? And speaking of which, I wonder if this is anywhere near Propwash Junction. I bet Sheriff would not be happy to see Mater in that costume. He'd be like, "Mater!" Radiator Springs is not the place to be a salt flat racer. Sheriff would really frown upon that. Radiator Springs could use a garbage truck, 'cause the townies and their customers do generate a lot of trash. Flo needs tanker trucks to stop by Radiator Springs to refill the gas pumps at the V8 Cafe when she runs out. Those are a lot of semi-trailers carrying Breaklight Pictures equipment and props. Do these haul across the country by truck or by rail? If they're transported by rail, then how much you want to bet that they are a customer to Pacific Flyer Railroad, the railroad that Trev Diesel works for? Remember Trev Diesel, who had a near head-on collision with Lightning McQueen one time? Imagine seeing him again, pulling an intermodal piggyback train, carrying Breaklight Pictures trailers. Obviously, there are freight trains that carry semi-truck trailers cross-country. However, piston cup haulers are never transported by rail. Race cars are only transported by truck.